Okay, everybody. So today's video is kind of different than solving technical challenges or teaching technical aspects of cybersecurity. In this video, we're gonna walk you through how to become a professional cybersecurity. It could be cybersecurity engineer, it could be cybersecurity specialist. But in a video, we mentioned the cybersecurity pathways or how to start your career in cybersecurity. In this video, I'm going to show you one path, which is becoming cybersecurity professional, okay, or cybersecurity engineer. And there might be an overlap with this term, cybersecurity professional. Some people think that cybersecurity professional is someone who might be an IT person, or could be a person who hacks networks, or could be penetration tester, or could be exploit developer. But if you go back to my last video, I mentioned one of the paths is becoming cybersecurity professional or security analyst or security engineer, security architect. They're all under one name, which is cybersecurity professional. Okay, guys. So I have divided the video into three sections actually. So first, you can start with university degree, or you can start without university degree. And I have put some certifications that you might need during your journey to becoming cybersecurity influencer, let's say. So, guys, what is cybersecurity? I mean, who is this guy who is called cybersecurity engineer? I mean, cybersecurity engineer is the person who involved in designing, okay, let's say designing, developing, and implementing secure solutions or secure network solutions for his company or his clients. Okay, so the focus of the cybersecurity person is to secure networks. So he has to be talented and creative in order to help organizations implement the best solutions that help defend cyber attacks help defend against cyber attacks. In addition to that, cybersecurity profession needs to understand business needs, guys. So it's not about having some firewalls, defense in-depth, encryption software, some risk assessment, and you're done. No, you need to understand what is the business need, what's your client need, okay, and then have your solutions put together, okay, to align with the business needs and to employ cybersecurity solutions in order to maintain the business operations. Maybe by securing business operations, you maintain this business operations. So the mindset of cybersecurity professional, guys, is a person who is concerned about protecting information, protecting data, okay? Well, sometimes cybersecurity engineer needs to do some penetration testing, but this happens in case the company doesn't have a devoted penetration tester, okay? Now let's get started with the path, okay, with this position. Okay, so if you have a university degree, it could be computer science, it could be computer engineering, it could be engineering field, you know. So if you have a university degree, you can step directly into entry-level position. An entry-level position could be entry-level cybersecurity analyst or entry-level cybersecurity could be network administrator, okay? You might end up in an IT position before you step into cybersecurity, okay? So just take your chance. And if you have a university degree, I mean, you just have the basis for, oh, what's this? Okay. You have the basis or the quick path toward becoming cybersecurity influencer. So entry-level position could be what we mentioned before. And now you have many ways to step up your game. So you can go to certifications. You can have some certifications. It could be funded by your employer or it could be funded by your own money, okay? Or you need to have some projects or hours, like, let's say, a website, you have a blog that provides technical solutions or to, let's say, it's in my mind. I mean, let's say technical solutions to, solving challenges, let's say. CTF challenges is a way, but the most important is, I mean, having, let's say, blog that helps people to understand cybersecurity, let's say. This is called small project, okay? Hours, Let's say you contribute to some cybersecurity competition and you get an award. Contributions like researchers, articles, and I'm not talking about the stuff that's mediocre. You should focus on providing value. So the project or award or the contribution or the research should provide something new to the community. Okay, it's just not setting up a website or a blog or YouTube channel and then copy paste and ripping off other people's work. So you can so either having certifications or having some kind of projects or awards. Then from having certs or from providing contribution to the community, you can step up your game or promote yourself from the entry-level position into a better position. For example, security architect. You can step your position to becoming a more managerial position. Okay, security architect, security officer, information security manager, a person who develops information security policies, programs, procedures, guidelines, standards, responsible for managing teams, cooperating with the clients, and responsible for media declarations. So then, by participating and taking place in conferences, webinars, global contributions, teaching other people how to do their work, helping the community, providing value to the community, providing security contributions to the community, researchers and new technologies. From this point, you can step your game up to become cybersecurity influencer. Okay, so it can be a short journey, but you might take years in one step over here. So you might end up in entry position for like 3 years. And if you want to go to projects or awards pathway, you can finish a project or research in like 2 months, or you can finish it in 1 year. So the time could be long, could be short. Okay, so let's go now to the second way of becoming cyber influencer, which is the complex way, guys. If you don't have a university degree, guys, so what do you do? If you don't have a university degree, it means that you have nothing. Okay. Nothing mean I'm not saying that people who don't have university degrees, they are worthless. Of course not. I mean, by the eyes of society, by the eyes of corporations, and in the perspective of HRs, not having a university degree is something discouraging for hiring authorities like HRs. So what can you do is you want to learn what is cybersecurity. You should start your way by looking into online courses and books. And for this, I have prepared a list for online courses, books. I'm going to put that in the description of the video, but let me walk you through some of them. So if we go to Coursera, actually, online platform for teaching online courses. So I have the specialization over here from University of Maryland, okay, and it teaches cybersecurity. So if you get the certificate of this specialization, okay, you're gonna have it's not a university degree, okay, it's a course degree or certificate named under cybersecurity, So this certificate is, or this course or this specialization is divided into 4 courses. From what I remembered, yes. So I have 4 courses over here: the usable security, software, cryptography, and hardware security. In this specialization, guys, you're gonna learn multitude of skills, both theoretical and practical. Okay, I highly recommend you guys, if you want to start in this field, okay, to start with this course. It teaches you a lot. Okay, it might be the technology or the dating of the information that has been taught in this course might be kind of old, but the concepts and foundations are the same. So you would take a look at this course and decide if you want to dig your way through this course. But this course is, if you want to gain the certificate, you should pay some money. Okay, But you can access the course, access the materials, and have a look at the training materials. So this is kind of how the certificate would look like. And yes, that's the first one as a course. Now, the second course I recommend is also from Coursera, but it's a cooperation with Palo Alto Networks. This specialization, guys, teaches you how to use Palo Alto networks. Okay, actually, Palo Alto is kind of next generation firewall, and you as a security analyst needs to understand how firewalls, intrusion prevention systems, next generation firewalls work. So in this course, you can gain hands-on experience working with firewalls, especially next generation firewall. Palo Alto networks, I mean, they are widely used by organizations who provide cybersecurity services to their clients. So this is, of course, is also, it's not, I mean, I'm not gonna say theoretical, but it's highly recommended for people who want to get hands-on experience on um, firewalls. So the third course is cybersecurity and its 10 domains. So this course teaches you the principles, foundations of cybersecurity in a theoretical way. Also, this course is free. The domains of this course is, we see introduction to security, access control, software development, risk management, compliance frameworks. Actually, this course is, I can call it a compiled set of training materials to get you introduced to cybersecurity. This course is also recommended if you want to start in this field from zero. The fourth course is a specialization as well from Coursera. It's Introduction to Cybersecurity Specialization from, and guys, you know, these courses are, when you finish the course, you take the certificate from not only Coursera, but from a university or, I mean, privileged institution. So I highly recommend that. So these are the certificates I recommend from Coursera. So now let's go to another provider of cybersecurity courses, which is Pluralsight. So Pluralsight over here provides a very miscellaneous directory of courses, but I think these are the total courses. I want to show you the courses that you might enroll in. Okay, CompTIA Cybersecurity Analyst. So this course prepares you for the certificate of CompTIA Cybersecurity Analyst, but regardless of the certificate, guys, the content is very valuable. Okay, now the next course is Ethical Hacking. Also prepares you for ethical hacking by SE Council. But this course, if you enroll in this course, guys, and finish it, you're going to learn multitude of skills from both the offensive and defensive side of security. So you gain the perspective of penetration tester, and you gain the perspective of a security analyst. Now the fourth course, it's not course actually, it's another website, which is Cybrary. Now this course from Cyber is funded cryptography. You need cryptography, guys, to succeed in cybersecurity field. So this course is free, and you might all know that Cybrary is a free provider of cybersecurity courses, but this course is very important and very necessary to enter the field of cybersecurity. You can, I mean, you're not applying to enroll in this course, but the cryptography principle, you need to understand how it works. Okay, now the books. If you are a book reader like me, I recommend you to go to Amazon and you might buy this book, Cybersecurity Comprehensive Beginner's Guide to Learn the Basics and Effective Methods of Cybersecurity. This book, guys, also gets you introduced to cybersecurity. Now, this code is from Packet Publishing, Cybersecurity Attack and Defense Strategies. Red Team and Blue Team Tactics. It's like preparing for CH, the Pluralsight. You remember the course? Now, this book teaches you the both perspective. Red Team, simulating a real attack, and Blue Team, simulating a defensive mechanism that seeks to protect organizations against cyber attacks. Okay, so if you finish the marketplace, no? If you took the courses and took the books, now your next way is not having a job. Of course not, because no one, guys, knows that you have really finished reading the books and the online courses. Of course, there are interviews and testing mechanisms implemented by HRs, but I mean, they don't need to do that because they might have other candidates who have university degree and other certificates as well. So you will end up being the last one on the loop. So your next step is to network and volunteer to organizations for the sake of learning. So by networking with cybersecurity professionals on the internet, blogs, volunteering with your, if you search in the job sites and provide, let's say, letters to volunteer in said organization, you might volunteer for one month, 2 months, and then you might get what's called proven experience and recommendation. So if you work with cybersecurity professionals and volunteer to organizations, okay, you're gonna have, if you succeed at that, you can have recommendation from people and proven experience, which gets you into job position. Okay, so that's how it works. Now from job position, you're gonna tell your employer that you need to have certifications in order to do your job well. And from certs, if your organization has promotions and well-written policies to, let's say, support talented people, you will be promoted, okay? And from promotion, if your organization is kind of a global and has participations in the corporate community, you're gonna end up being influencer, but not for sure. Now, the second path, if after you have learned the books from the books and from the courses and you volunteered, then you're gonna, if you have money, you're gonna directly have some study for some certs, and then you're gonna have your job position. This is for sure. Promotion, and after the promotion, guys, you don't need, but you might provide some contributions, as we said before, researches, conferences, so that all people in the cybersecurity field have seen your contributions to the community, and you end up being influencer. Now, the third way is after you have volunteered and after you have learned from the books and courses, you're gonna apply what you have learned into sensible, okay, sensible and materialistic projects. Example is, let's say, an Internet of Things solution, okay, like, I don't know, it's not in my mind, but you might create something hardware like Internet of Things solution, of course, specialized in security, or you have a website or have a blog or have a YouTube channel that really provides value. Okay. Now then, after you have learned and implemented your learning, you're gonna have to be hired, certs, promotion, influencer. Now let's talk about the certificates. These are the certs, actually not all of them, guys, but you can start with these certifications, okay? So the certifications are not necessary, but they are necessary. They're not necessary, but they are necessary. What I mean by that, if you go back, as you can see, certifications are mentioned in every milestone, okay? So whether you want to be hired, you need certs without university degree. Whether you want promotion, you need certifications. Whether you want as promotions as well, or becoming influencer, you need certs. In some point of your journey. Okay, if you go to university degree, certs are also mentioned if you want to get promoted. Okay, but sir, if you have a university degree, okay, and if you have some projects or contributions, you can get promoted without having certs. You can get away with this. University degree, it could be bachelor, it could be master degree, it could be PhD, okay, might get you, away from certifications, but you need to have some contributions, projects, some value you have provided to the community in order to step your game to become promoted. Now the certs are, you can start from CompTIA. Okay, you don't need to have all of these, guys, but you can start by having CompTIA Linux Plus. You need to understand how Linux works, hands-on experience with Linux, command line, networks, processes, privilege escalation, permissions, kernel, etc. Network Plus, you understand TCP/IP, networks, routing, switching, whatever. Then, after you have learned Linux and Network Plus, you can step your game to up to Security Plus. It's going to teach you what you might learn from the online courses and books. Okay, so the content of Security Plus, guys, is similar, I say, to what we mentioned, or it's the content we mentioned in the online courses and the books. Then you can have CompTIA Cybersecurity Analyst. These are all technical certifications. Okay, guys. Now, if we don't want to have certs from CompTIA, you can go with Cisco. So Cisco CCNA for routing and switching, CCNB to become more professional in networks, like understanding how ISPs work, understanding how to design PGP networks, border gateway routing protocol. And then you can go to security over here. Cisco CCNA Cyber Operations teaches you how to work in a security operations center. CCNA Security to administer firewalls. CCNB Security is like administering firewalls, but in a more broad way. Now, there are some certs from Google, but they are, tailored to Google Cloud only. So if your organization works with the cloud products, you can take the certs, network architect, and security engineer. Managerial positions or managerial certifications are like, let's say, CISSP, all of you know that, and CISM. If you take CISSP, I don't think you need CISSM, and vice versa. But both of these certs need working experience of at least 5 years, okay, in addition to passing the exam. Okay, guys? So now, the programming languages, I forgot to mention the programming languages that you need, guys. So I recommend you to go to Code Academy and start learning Python with Code Academy. Actually, Code Academy has many online courses to teach you programming languages, but for security, you need Python, you need SQL, you might need SQL, you might need PHP. So you can start by learning PHP or SQL, JavaScript, Python, whatever. All right. So now the online labs. So I need to tell you about the online labs. So over here, I will show you some labs that. Okay, so practice labs from CyberSecurity. Practice labs are not free by CyberSecurity, okay, but they have many labs, guys. It's incredible. So you see, they have for cloud, CompTIA A+, Linux, for Cisco, programming. And actually, I have tested some of these labs. 90% of these labs are practical. So if you get hands-on experience with these labs, you can save yourself time during your journey. So You have Cyber labs or practice labs, and specifically for developers, they can go to Cyber and enroll in Range Force. Range Force are labs for developers or developer operations teams who wants to learn how to secure their codes and do code reviews. They teach you how to, let's say, implement, let's say, solutions to codes, and at the same time, how to exploit vulnerable codes from, of course, a web application point of view. Another lab is Immersive Labs. So Immersive Labs is another platform for online labs. So if you go to objectives, so for cybersecurity, you can go to Cyber Pro, Blue Team, and you can start off with these labs as well. We have also this guy over here, Net Developer Groups. Net Developer Groups, guys, also another provider of cybersecurity labs, specifically for Palo Alto networks. If you want to learn Palo Alto firewalls or next generation firewalls, we can go to Net Developer Group and start with these guys over here. They teach forensic, security plus, ethical hacking. But of course, you don't need all of that. You can start with security plus. You can take cyber operations and security version 2. Okay. Now, if you want to learn how to use firewalls, guys, intrusion prevention systems, detection systems, you can go to Google Cloud, register for an account, and then you can go to Marketplace over here. And for Marketplace, guys, you can search, for example, like you have here next generation firewall from Palo Alto Networks. You can launch this on Compute Engine, guys. Some of these guys are free, and some of them are paid. But you can see 15-day trial, and it's enough period of time for you to learn how to use Palo Alto networks. You see? So you can filter, let's say, if you type 40 gate, you can also learn how to use 40 gate firewall using Google Cloud. It's like having these guys on a virtual machine. You see? Let's type security, cloud data loss prevention with Google Cloud. So they have multitude of virtual machines designed specifically for people who want to learn hands-on security. Incredible. So you can also use Google Cloud as lab platform to learn how to use security products. Okay, guys. So I hope you find this video helpful. And as I said in the beginning of this video, if you have other suggestions, guys, so don't hesitate. Put that in the description, in the comments of the video, and see you again.